Alright everybody, and welcome back to Hexiled Gaming. I'm Scott, and I've got another match of X-Wing 2nd Edition for you here on Tabletop Simulator. This match between Stalker on the left and CKirk on the right. Stalker flying Vader, Soontir, and a generic Punisher. And CKirk flying Vader, Soontir, and Lieutenant Sai. So whose Vader and Soontir will reign supreme? Kirk did come in at 197. I believe Stalker was 198. So he gave initiative to Stalker. So Stalker's going to have to move first, which is bad for these arc-dodging aces. But Stalker does have the benefit of bombs to do a little bit of control of where Kirk's aces go. There's a little bit of difference in these builds. Stalker's got fire control system and afterburners. Kirk has supernatural reflexes and fire control system. Let's get these guys on the same playing field here. There we go. Soontir Fel on the left has Lone Wolf and Stealth Device. Soontir Fel on the right just has Predator. Then the Punisher with Trajectory Simulator, Proximity Mines and Seismic Charges, Homing Missiles, and Skilled Bombardier. Lieutenant Sai with Collision Detector and ST-321. ST-321 is going to allow him to get a target lock after he coordinates. Collision Detector is going to allow him to sit on a rock. So Collision Detector might be a little secret sauce here for the Lambda. A notoriously bad dial, but if you don't have to worry about dodging these rocks at least twice, maybe it's not such a big deal. So we see Lieutenant Sai coordinates to Soontir Fel. They both get focuses. Soontir looking for a boost, possibly. You can probably see this bomb coming out here next turn. So being here isn't great. You know, a boost and then maybe a bank next turn. Not the worst, but not great. Gonna take the evade. 3 forward out of Vader at the bottom. Goes for the focus. So that'll be turn 1. Let's make sure these guys have started the yeah, they sure did. Hour and 11 minutes left on the clock. Alright, back to dials. So this is Stalker's Soontir Fel, who has Lone Wolf. So he's definitely going to want to try and flank this Soontir Fel. We'll see. Maybe he'll one hard barrel roll, get in this guy's face. See a banking Lieutenant Sai. Start getting his arc pointed this direction. Maybe we'll see Kirk's Vader do a little bit more of the flanking maneuvers. 3 bank maybe. Alright, dials are going down. Vader in the north. He's kind of too close to this rock for a 2 hard turn, so maybe a bank. Just leave him up here. That's no, he's fine. He can come straight. Come correct. Alright. Looks like all the dials are down. System phase. Are we going to throw a bomb? Sure looks like it. It's going to be a seismic. so it can stick to this rock. So I guess that tells us where Soontir Fel's going to go. He's going to use Skilled Bombardier to take that from a 5 to a 4. Didn't even think about Bombardier working on trajectory simulated bombs. So nicely done. He could potentially come back to this guy, but probably not. You can't. Yeah, he's thinking he could trajectory simulate a proximity mine, but you cannot, because it has to be a bomb. Mines are devices, I believe. Yeah, so you can see on the cards, seismic charges are bombs, proximity mines are mines, trajectory simulator says drop or launch a bomb. Yep. So, not going to make him launch anything. We're all learning here. Of course, nobody was going to end up here. Don't know what that would have done. Ooh, he's turning away with the Cutlass Squadron. Why? Why, though? Maybe he wants to drop something next turn? I don't know. Goes for a boost right. So he is now the mine. I love cupcakes in the chat. How do you sign up for this kind of thing? Very interested. If you have Tabletop Simulator, I just post in the TTS Discord saying I'm looking for players to be on stream. And if you're available, you say I'm down. Hop into the room. This is not a tournament. We do have tournament games going on right now in the Kyber Cup, but this is not one of them. I think we actually have one tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Central. So, CKirk, nice enough to spell out the action cue. Lieutenant Sai coordinates to the interceptor, and that triggers auto thrusters. After you perform an action, you may perform a red booster barrel roll action. So, auto thrusters. Okay, he coordinated a focus. Auto thrusters gave him the boost. ST-321 triggers and tries to get a target lock for Lieutenant Sai. It's just out. And then Lieutenant Sai... yeah. Gets the focus from the coordinate. So, that's a hell of a cue there. Looks like there wasn't a ship in range, so he had to lock the rock. Lock that rock. So Cupcakes, if you're in the TTS Discord, you'll see me posting in the LFG, looking for game channel. And if you need to find the Discord, I believe it's !Discord in the chat. Boom. Alright, so what do we see here? Soontir fell, banked left 3, then boosted right, and barrel rolled. Trying to get his arc on Soontir fell down here. It looks like he got it. And I don't think he's going to have anything to worry about from these guys. So Stalker just making sure he did auto thrusters right. He did a boost and barrel roll, so absolutely fine. 2 forward out of Vader. Goes for a focus. He's not going to be in range for anything this round. So Soontir still hasn't moved. He's focused and boosted. It was a red boost. So I imagine we'll see some kind of 2 bank or 2 hard turn out of Soontir. Here's the 2 bank. Looks like he's got that bullseye lined up. Gets rid of the stress since it's a blue maneuver. So he's just going to take that evade. Got out of this Soontir arc. Nicely done. 3 bank out of Vader. Doesn't have a boost, so just going to have to stick around there. Gonna barrel roll to give himself more options next turn. Probably another bank maneuver. 2 bank, probably safe. Start of combat. No bombs to go off. Soontir is going to check for that bullseye arc. Nothing. He's already got his focus evade though, so he's fine. Nothing for that Soontir. I'm going to check Vader. Nothing. So this Soontir CKirk's going to shoot first, range 2 into the Punisher. 3v1. Let's pull up the sound. Let's hear those dice roll, baby. Looks like 2 hits. Focus results, so takes 2. Down to 1 shield. Alright, that Vader doesn't have anything. So it looks like we're back to dials. This Punisher doesn't have anything. Neither does Psy. So back to dials we go. Cutlass Squadron's in a bit of a sticky situation here. He could throw that seismic out the front and stick to this rock here. But I imagine Soontir is going to see that coming. Dial in something like a 2. Could see him get another boost from a coordinated focus with auto thrusters. Could see him boost left and then hard 2. Try and catch Vader. Alright, looks like Kirk is all dialed in. Just gonna wait for Stalker here. Probably see a bank maneuver here from Soontir. He may turn in to get arc on this stuff. He will not have Lone Wolf if he does that, however. So he might go fast out this way and try and get some flanking in. Vader's got a nice lane here. Could do something like a 2 bank barrel roll. A straight maneuver is not going to help him because he can't boost to correct it. 1 or 2. I think a 3 is a little too close. Goes over the rock with the Punisher. Yep, looks like he clips it. We'll, I'm almost positive it's cutting that off, but ooh, that's tricky. Maybe not. Yep, that was, wow. So, probably going to go for a target lock, although, who knows? He's only got homing missiles. Yep, going to go for the target lock on the Lambda. The most likely ship to be in range for the homing missile. But that Lambda is also most likely to just opt to take the 1 damage. Coordinates a focus to Soontir. Takes the focus. We'll see an auto thrusters. Is he going to go left? There's no bombs here, so nothing to worry about there. Sai gets a focus from coordinating and a target lock from ST321. Alright, so no auto thrusters from Soontir. Seems pretty confident in his maneuver. Hard turn there from Vader. Probably going to go for a target lock on Soontir. Get that fire control system going. He could barrel roll if he wants to get out of the bullseye arc. I don't know where this focus is coming from. Alright, so he focused, spent a force point, and target locked. Yep, he's got Soontir. He keeps hitting the dial for the Cutlass Squadron, evidently. Alright, so focus target locked. But he is going to give Soontir another focus. Ooh. Actually, I forgot this Soontir hasn't moved yet. Here's the K turn. Does he have that bullseye arc? He sure doesn't. Unless this Soontir is nice enough to give him one. Oh, whoops. Stalker is going to move first. There's the one bank. No, that's the too hard. Yeah, he's not allowed to check range there. I don't know. Maybe he was trying to boost. Oh, you don't get to check that. He says he was checking to see if someone was in the bullseye. Goes for the focus. There's the S loop out of the other Soontir. Still don't think he has anything in arc, or in bullseye arc. So he's not going to get his extra focus. So 3 bank out of Vader. Nicely done. I definitely thought that was going to be closer to that rock. But CKirk is a much better pilot than me. Goes for the target lock on the Punisher. Yeah. So we'll probably see some focus fire into that Punisher. Otherwise he's going to throw a seismic right here next turn. Spins the force to focus. So both Vaders are focused target locked and down to 2 force points. Alright, so start of combat now is when they can check their bullseye arcs. Doesn't look like either one of them lined it up. Alright, so this Soontir fell from Stalker onto the Lambda. Range 3. Be 3v2. Two blanks and a crit. Nothing to re-roll there. And that crit goes through. So 1 shield on Lieutenant Sai. Samer saying, actually, wouldn't the Punisher drop the seismic behind to catch Soontir instead? Yes, he's got options for sure. This is his Soontir though. Not sure where this guy's gonna go. So here goes Vader. Blank, blank, focus. Gonna target lock the blanks. One hit and 1 focus. Gonna spend it for 2 hits. Advanced targeting computer is gonna turn 1 hit into a crit. Oh, never mind. He spent the lock, so he can't use advanced targeting computer. Yeah, while you perform primary attack against a defender you have locked, roll 1 additional attack die and change 1 hit to a crit. So rolls 1 evade. Gonna take the 2 hits onto Soontir. One focus and 2 blanks. I think he could still he could have changed 1 hit. Oh, it was a focus and 2 blanks, right? So if he used a force power and made that hit a crit, that would have worked, but... Ooh, hit, crit. It's a 4 dice attack, so this must be into the Cutlass Squadron pilot. It sure is. So that's 1 shield, a hit, and a crit. Let's take a look at what those crits are. Weapons failure. Oof. Before your attack. That sucks. Alright. Now CKirk's Vader. Range 2. Checking for obstruction into the Cutlass Squadron pilot. Looks like he is safe. Yeah, unobstructed. Oh, CKirk saying unobstructed. Okay. Simmer saying, question, due to advanced targeting computer having a comma after the locked portion of the ability, wouldn't the add and change still apply if you spent the target lock? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not clear on that either. Oh boy, 1 evade. So takes 1 hit, 1 crit on the Cutlass Squadron. And that is damage sensor array. Now Lieutenant Sai gets a range 2, 3 dice with a target lock and focus. Can he take out the Punisher before it gets a chance to shoot back at him? 1 hit and 1 crit. Gonna spin the target lock. Might as well. Hopefully that ship won't be here next turn. 1 focus. He's gonna spin that. No reason not to. Nothing left to shoot if that Punisher dies, and it is dead. Can't survive that, no matter what it rolls. Rolls a focus. Hit crit. And that crit is... must have been a double damage. Oh no, he took 3 anyway, so he's fine. Alright. Yeah, so Hand of Vecna says, while you perform a primary attack against a defender you have locked, roll 1 additional attack die and change 1 hit result to a crit result. Both effects are contingent on having a target lock. What you can do is change a hit to a crit, then spin the target lock, but not the other way around. I agree. So I think what he should have done is spent, I mean, he, knowing what we know in hindsight, but he should have spent a force point to mod the focus into a hit, then turned that into a crit, then spent the target lock. That way he would have still had his focus, had his guaranteed crit. But you probably don't want to go spending Vader's force points on shots that aren't going to hit. And especially in the Soontir, that wasn't a guarantee. Let's take a look here. Who Soontir did take damage? It was CKirk's. Okay, so he doesn't have stealth device, so he doesn't lose anything for that, except some pride. Alright, back to dials we go. We have 53 to 27. So Stalker has half of Soontir, and CKirk has all of that Cutlass Squadron pilot. So Lieutenant Sai goes over the rock, doesn't care, gonna spin collision detector. Gonna coordinate to Vader behind him, who's going to focus. That's gonna give Lieutenant Sai a focus. Then they're gonna check for a target lock, but there's nobody at range 3 of Vader. Oh, actually, I spoke too soon. Soontir fell. So it looks like Kirk very concerned with keeping Vader alive. Maybe not so much his Soontir fell. See, maybe we'll get a too hard turn out of Soontir. That's blue. Relieve that stress. Stalker tried to boost, but failed. So Kirk is saying you may be able to auto thrusters barrel roll off of a failed boost. With a failed action, does that count as performing an action? Alright, here comes Vader. So that's probably why he didn't want to barrel roll. So we get a focus target lock out of Vader. 3 forward out of Soontir. So does he want to focus barrel roll? I think that's probably the way to go. Nope, goes for the evade. He's trying to think if he wants to auto thrusters or not. Nope, decides not to. Why wouldn't you? Either deny Vader a dice or get yourself more mods, but yeah, I don't know what he's trying to do there. We will see. Alright, we get a supernatural barrel roll out of Vader, then a 1 bank. This looks like both Vaders are at 1 force point. So CKirk is going to take a target lock on Stalkers. No start of combat stuff for these Soontir Fells. Ooh, this guy catches Lieutenant Sai range 1, just barely. So it'll be 4v1. Alright, 1 hit and 3 focuses. Doesn't have a focus. Rolls 1 focus. Is he going to spend it? Nope, takes the damage. He wants to have that for the offense. Does he have a range 1? Sure does, into Lieutenant Sai. Nope, gonna go into Soontir Fel. He does have a range 1 there as well. And he has the target lock, so never mind, it makes sense. Wipe that bad boy off the table. Ooh, 4 natural, supernatural hits. Turns 1 into a crit. Yep, doesn't matter what he rolls. 4 hits, 3 hits and a crit versus 3 defense dice. Doesn't matter. The crit, just for those playing along at home, is Wounded Pilot. So that's 54 to 53. Awfully close right now. But CKirk is going to get to shoot back with his Vader. Range 2. One hit, 1 focus. Fire control system reroll. And a focus. And advanced targeting computer crit. One hit and 2 crits. So here comes Stalker's defense roll. Two evades, 2 focuses. Boy. It's going to turn into 2 evades. Take the crit on the shields. Alright. Sai range 1 into Soontir Fel. 4 dice with a focus. And a target lock? Yep. That is a fully modded range 1 shot. CKirk, very proud of his collision detector. 1 crit and a focus. He's going to reroll 2 of those dice with the target lock. Ooh, and going to focus for 3 hits and a crit. Here comes 4 dice from the stealth device Soontir Fel. No mods though. 2 evades, takes hit, crit, loses the stealth device. If that's a direct hit, that's going to be a dead Soontir Fel. Does he want to use... No, he can't use Lone Wolf. Wounded. Down to 1. Wounded Pilot says after you perform an attack or an action, roll 1 attack die. On a hit or crit, gain 1 stress token. CKirk very excited that his Lambda took off the stealth device. I'm just gonna double check here. Where are my damage cards at? Oh, they're in the car. I messed up. But that is right, isn't it? Wounded pilot's supposed to be action, not attack. For some reason that has not been fixed yet. That little bug's been in here a while. Alright, dials are going back down. Is there any reason for Soontir to plow onto this rock other than looking really cool when you do it? Vecna, thank you. Alright. I let somebody borrow my special edition pre-order deck because it doesn't fit in my my cargo bay, and they were trying to play some games without buying the starter set. They didn't have a damage deck, just the conversion kit. I'm a charitable soul, all right? So let's take a look at the clock here. 33 minutes remaining. 55 to 80... Wait. 54 to 85. Too hard turn. Stressful maneuver out of the Lambda. Vecna saying, cargo bay represent. Yeah, I love mine. I just ordered my medium base adapters. Samra saying, shame they don't sell the damage deck alone. You need to get the starter. You need the cards, you need the maneuver templates. You need the extra focuses and stuff. You should get it. I know he's trying to not spend money, but like, you should get it. Rolls for the rock. Nothing. Got out of arc though. Red Dawn says they only sell afterburners in a ship that can't take them. Is that the Fang Fighter? That is pretty insane. I thought that was the whole thing. One of the things about 2.0 is that you don't have to buy ships from other factions to get upgrades. Does afterburners not come in other faction ships? Oh, you get a copy in the core. Okay. Yeah, 000 and the Moldy Crow title. Not happy about that. Well, this Soontir's gonna at least get a focus. Alright, range 2 into the Lambda from Stalker's Vader. Does he have a target lock on him? Negative. So just a 2 dice primary. 2 focuses.
You're the only one for me.
He's thinking about using the Force. spends 2. To make 2 hits. Blanks out on Lieutenant's side, takes 2 shields. Still not half points. And he's going to have to take a range 1 shot from the other Vader, who does have a focus and a target lock. 4 dice. Hit crit. He's going to turn 1 hit into a crit. And focus for the other one. Might as well spin the token because there's no other ships to shoot at him. So he's at least taking a crit. Two natty evades, that's nice. Just the 2 crits. 1 on the shield. And 1 underneath. That's going to be half points there for Vader. Looks like disabled power regulator, maybe? Yep, disabled power regulator. Psi range 2 into Darth Vader. Hit focus, doesn't have any tokens. So just 1. And 1 evade. Alright, back to dials they go. Probably just see a 1 forward out of Psi here. Who knows if this Soontir is gonna get back into the fight. Whose Vader is who? This must be Kirk's. He's the one who had focus target lock. Should have had them name their ships. Isaacar saying, yeah, I didn't get a rebel conversion, so no Moldy Crow for me. Yeah, I brought out my 1.0 Moldy Crow title. Gets the job done. We all know what it does. So collision detector, just lining that arc up to go after Vader and Soontir. Gonna try and coordinate to Vader. He gets it. Goes for the focus, which gives him a focus. And he's going to get a target lock as well. You can pick whoever he wants. Yeah, I don't know who you go after here. So Vader uses the Force to go for a barrel roll off of that focus, thanks to his pilot ability. So Vader's ability, they're discussing what just happened there. Vader's ability, after you perform an action, you may spend 1 charge, force charge, to perform an action, so he triggered that off of the coordinated focus. It's coordinated a focus action, since Darth Vader did an action, he got to use his pilot ability to do more actions. That is a lot of things that got triggered there between these two ships. Alright, looks like that's everything. Alright, so Stalker's gonna go. There's the 4 forward out of Soontir. The Lieutenant Sai did go for the lock-on. Barrel rolls and boosts, it looks like. I'm gonna try and get as much distance as possible. Let's take a look at that clock. 24 minutes. I don't think he's got enough time to run. 2 bank out of Stalker's Vader. Goes for the target lock. Goes for a barrel roll with the Force. Wants to get out of that back arc, although we knew Sai is going to shoot into Soontir anyway. So now, this Vader, do we see a Talon roll or anything weird like that coming? Supernatural boost takes a point of damage on CKirk's Vader. So that's the first shield. Ooh, look at that! Oh my god, that is just evil. So he's going to roll for the rock. Even if he takes damage, it won't put him at half points. Takes a stress. They're discussing how much damage he should take. Alright, so combat's gonna start. Nothing for Soontir to get a focus from. Oh, Kirk's gonna take a second. So let's take a look at the board state here. Stalker's gonna shoot first. This is his Vader. He's gonna be looking for half points on Lieutenant Sai. Lieutenant Sai, was he 6 and 3? 6 and 4? 6 and 4. He's lost 4. So 1 more damage into the Lambda, and that'll be half points. About 27, something like that. Unobstructed shot. from Vader into Lieutenant Sai.
How long are you staying
Range 2.
Go out with some friends later.
3 dice, focus, and target locked. 3v1, so if he gets more than 2 hits, he'll have half points. Oh boy. So he's got, oh, he spent all of his force charges. So 3 hits. 1 evade, takes 2. Yep, up to 83 points for Stalker. 125 for CKirk. Alright, another Vader on Vader here. Range 2 from Kirk's into Stalker's. One hit into focus. Alright, so that's going to turn into hit crit. And here's the defense roll. No, ooh, 2's pretty good though. Takes the crit. Oh yeah, and he gets an ion from disabled power regulator. Alright, so 1 crit goes through. What is that crit? Damaged engine. Oh, actually they're saying he's gonna use the force, but I guess he had forgotten to flip them. So they're not gonna say he's taking damaged engine. They're gonna say he uses the force to flip this to an evade, takes nothing. You know exactly where Vader's going to end up, though. Thanks to the ion from disabled power regulator, that does get flipped, though. So range 3 into Soontir fell. Rear arc of the Lambda. 2 dice. Hit crit. Wow, natties. Get that out of there. Alright, 4 dice, thanks to the range 3, and 2 evades. The game goes on. Let's take a look at that clock real quick. 16 minutes. Alright, so Vader's going to end up right in front of this rock, if not on top of it. It'll be very close. This Vader's just going to sweep in, mop it up. Sai's probably going to do a 2-3 bank over here. Get that rear arc on Vader. Probably see a 2 hard turn out of this Soontir fell. Alright. There's the 1 forward. Oh wow, okay. Lambda doesn't need to bank. 1 forward is just fine for keeping Vader in the back arc. Goes for a focused, no coordinating here because they're too far away. There's the 1 forward. It is a blue maneuver, and he can focus. So that's it for him. Can't chain any actions off of the focus after being ioned. Alright, here's Soontir fell with the 2 hard. Probably going to boost. Start the process of turning around. Connor saying he's surprised the Lambda didn't reinforce. He's already at half points. That Vader's not going to kill him with a 2 dice primary because he doesn't have the Lambda locked. So might as well focus in case you need to shoot Darth Vader more than once. Although that may not come to pass. So we did regen 1 force on Stalkers, Vader, CKirk regen 1, and then spent it there to focus barrel roll. Looks like he's already got the target lock, right? Yep, sure does. Range 2 into Lieutenant Sai. Two dice primary. Focus, no target lock. Hit crit. Ooh, natties. And a focus. So takes the hit crit. He's not going to spend the focus. The weapons failure. Ooh, he was saving that focus for his attack, and now he gets a 1 dice attack out the back. Old back attack. Old Burt Bacharach. So now Kirk's Vader is going to take a shot into Stalkers. 4 dice, 3 hits. Going to spend. Going to use Fire Control System to reroll 1 into a blank. Turn 1 into a crit. One evade, takes hit crit, and that is a dead Vader. He will get to shoot into the... Oh, he already shot. Never mind. He has initiative. What was that? Wait, what is happening? Oh, that's Vader. It was a direct hit anyway, so he's double dead. So that is 166 to 83 with 11 minutes left. Can Soontir come in here and make a difference? Vader's on 2 shields. Regens his force point. Do we see another Talon roll coming? Or does he just turn, try and get behind Soontir? There's a 2 hard turn out of Psy, takes a stress. Doesn't want to be involved in this galactic civil war anymore. Time to go home. 2 bank out of Soontir. Takes an evade. Probably just going to stay there. Oop, nope. Goes for the boost. I didn't think it would fit, but not the first time I've been wrong. Supernatural reflexes, barrel roll. Spins 2. Going to use his ability to take a target lock. Yeah, he's going to talent roll. That's why he wants to do everything before he moves. And there it is. Takes a stress. Gets out of arc. Some hella arc dodging there from Vader. He's got 1 force point left. Fire control system. Advanced targeting computer. Nothing for Soontir. Range 3 from Vader. 3v4. Oh my god! 3 natty hits. Turns 1 into a crit. 3 evades, thanks to his evade token. Nicely done. But nothing for Soontir to do here. Red Dawn with the natties in the chat. Proud to have you as a sub. So what can Soontir do? Maybe a 2 bank and a barrel roll? I mean, how do you get in the way of Vader? He is stressed, so he can't get behind you too much. You could 2 hard turn. I don't think you open yourself up to getting flanked, maybe. 2 forward out of Lieutenant Psy relieves the stress. Ooh, goes for the 4 forward. Wants to come after Lieutenant Psy. So does he evade and barrel roll? Does he barrel roll and then boost? Goes left, looking to block Vader. Yep, there's the 1 bank. Gives him plenty of choices here. Barrel rolls. Already has the target lock. Uses the force to focus. Down to 1 force token. Here comes combat. See what Soontir has. Does not have the bullseye arc. Does have Lone Wolf, which he just remembered, and so did I. So he does have a range 3 shot. Might be obstructed. Yep, it is obstructed. You can see from that line there. So it'll be 3v3 here. Hit, crit, and a focus. Not going to spend anything. So 2 evades. Wow. Lieutenant Sai takes nothing. Range 1 from Vader into Soontir fell. 4v3. Lone Wolf is online. Hit, crit, and a focus. He's going to spin. He's going to use Fire Control System to reroll the blank. And spin the focus for 3 hits and a crit. Soontir fell's on 1, so that is a dead ship no matter what. Doesn't matter. Gets 3 evades, still takes the crit. Looks like panicked pilot. So that is it for Stalker. Good game to both of these players. Looks like it is 198 or 200 to 83. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for playing. Until next time, this is Scott from Hexiled Gaming, signing off.